Hello class, how are y'all doing today? Did you know that if the US had 100% helmet use in all 50 states for 13 consecutive years, that there would be an additional 3,303 lives saved, and as well as a savings of 4,638,173,950 dollars? In 2002, Michigan became one of the 30 states that made it optional for helmet use in while driving a motorcycle. Not only has the death rate increased, but so has the amount of head injuries and the insurance rates and healthcare coverages. This isn't only affecting the non helmeted riders, but is also affecting the helmeted riders and the general public as a whole. Stating this, all motorcyclists should be required to wear a helmet at all times, and I'll be showing you the reasons why this is the right answer. So, the first reason is it would lower the amount of deaths associated with motorcyclists. Um, Nationally, deaths associated with motorcyclists has risen the past 14 and 15 years, and last year was a total of 5,000 deaths because of that. One of the reasons for this is because there's a lot of other states that are trying to get this non-mandatory helmet law in effect because they think it's going to bring more money into their state, and they think that it's gonna help small businesses as well for bringing more people. Um, According to estimates from the NHTSA, between 1984 and 2006, helmets saved 19,230 lives, and it would have saved an additional 12,320 lives if the non-helmeted riders would have wore a helmet. Secondly, it would lower the cost of insurance. So first off, for a motorcycle rider, they all have to pay a higher insurance premium, and if you want to not wear a helmet, then you must carry at least $20,000 in medical coverage. That's in Michigan. And a study by the Highway Loss Data Institute found that average insurance premiums for motorcyclist injury claim was $5,410, and that was 2 years prior to the non-mandatory helmet law. So 2 years after that, $5,410, it was $7,257, which is a 34% increase. Just thought that was pretty crazy. And according to Jackie Gillian, president of the Advocates for Highway Auto Safety, she stated that making them hold a higher premium doesn't even come close to the coverage to covering a lifelong care of someone who is severely brain injured, cannot work, and who is going to be on Medicaid for the rest of their life, and a ward of the state basically. And then non motorcyclists, most of the injuries that riders get, a lot of the riders that use share healthcare insurance resource, and uninsured riders often rely on the public assistance programs to pay their bills. So a lot of these riders that they think that they can just go out and not wear a helmet without holding on to this $20,000 extra healthcare and coverage and whatnot. You just have a lot of people that are not wearing helmets that that shouldn't be. So that's just a problem that if we made a mandatory helmet law, they would all be wearing helmets. That way you would know whether or not, if someone's not wearing a helmet, then they obviously shouldn't be. According to Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the United States saved $3 billion due to helmet use in 2010. And then thirdly, it would lower the numbers of lifetime side effects as far as like brain injuries. Um, the Office of Highway Safety Planning stated riders without helmets are 40% more likely to suffer from fatal head injuries. And this just shows that there's no reason not to wear a helmet. I mean, you're going to get that 40 extra percent by wearing a helmet. And also just like the mental images that some people get, a lot of people are spending years in rehab, and a lot of the people aren't even paying for that, which is affecting the public. And a lot of the people need assistance for for the rest of their life, and it's not only affecting them, but it's also affecting family members. So I mean, if you would have wore that helmet, you never know, it could have either saved your life or it could make you so you don't turn into a vegetable. And then the number 4 one is to reduce the risk. There's no reason not to wear a helmet. Basically, like I said earlier, it doesn't block your vision. It's not uncomfortable. Although helmets these days are comfortable. Basically, a lot of people are doing it just because it's the cool thing to do. And according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, helmets reduce the risk of death by 37%, and they also reduce the risk of head injury by 69%. So I mean, just looking at those statistics, you should just automatically be like, well, why wouldn't I wear a helmet? And so should all the other motorcyclists in the United States. So inform you of these facts, show you that the solution to this problem is that all motorcyclists should be required to wear a helmet. Doing this will reduce the amount of deaths, head injuries, and as well as insurance rates will be going down to where they originally were before we had this law. This will leave everyone better off, safer, and happier in the long run. Thank you for listening.